They're the times that call for more support, and you have so much support that you don't need to ask for it. The most authentic way to know yourself is to experience yourself through your connections to others. The truth of who you are allows you all access to what treasures the universe has for you. Remember that you create all of it because you want to experience all of it. Welcome to the Reality Revolution. I'm your host, Brian Scott, and it is a wonderful day because we get to read some more of the incredible Arcturian Council channelings from Daniel Scranton. It is an honor to read these words, and I've really got a lot out of them so far. We've had some amazing episodes, jumping timelines, entering to alternate timelines, your galactic connections. We've talked about everything from the universe out there to what is happening in the universe inside, and the evolution in consciousness. The Arcturian Council are higher density beings, very much like Quo, but they have their own unique aspect. As we discussed in my interview with Daniel Scranton, Arcturus is a higher dimensional planet in which we go to when we die. There have been a lot of other channelings from other people that mention Arcturus and the Arcturian Council. We recently covered them in Sal Rochelle's discussion of the history of our solar system. According to Sal Rochelle's channeling, they have helped in realigning the moon and some other big things that were involved to save the Earth. They cover a wide range of cool topics like exploring the corners of your consciousness, meditation, your evolution, reassembling your fragmented aspects, the power of your personal lives, enlightenment, permission to be yourself, making yourself whole, giving into temptation, tapping into your 5D powers, and so much more. Tapping into your 5D powers with the Arcturian Council. Exploring the corners of your consciousness. Greetings. We are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. You have begun to explore the far reaches of your consciousness. Your consciousness has many layers to it, and as you open yourselves up to the truth that you are multidimensional beings, eternal and infinite beings, then you must realize that there's more for you to consciously experience than what you have been experiencing up until this point in your lives. There must be keys to unlocking that which is in the corners of your consciousness. And you are discovering those keys and being given those keys by your friends, your helpers, both physical and non-physical. In terms of your experience of life and of yourselves, the key to unlocking the doorways that exist within your consciousness are the moments when you surrender, the moments when you give in to the experience that you are having, the moments when you accept that everything that is occurring in your life is a part of a much bigger picture. You are not just here to awaken the knowing that you create your reality so that you can create a perfect life experience for yourself. You are here to go deeper, to go beyond what your mind has been able to offer you in terms of possibilities. Your vision boards would not possibly hold all that is available to you. So there is really no point in clinging to any desire that you have ever dreamt up for yourselves. The reason we say that is because there is too much more. There is so much more than you can imagine, and everything that comes your way in your life is about pushing your way into the corners and getting you to explore the layers of your consciousness. The you that you truly are craves expansion. You'll never be satisfied with living out a life of comfort and luxury. You will find yourselves bored, and sooner than you might expect, unless you're willing to follow the flow of energy to the depths of your consciousness. You are going to feel bored, unfulfilled, and you are likely to be afraid. That fear that you feel is not about losing something you already have or not attaining one of the items on your vision board. That fear is about not becoming the totality of who you are. It is about not feeling more of who you are flowing through you. That is the experience you are here to surrender to. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you. Meditation is powerful. Greetings. We are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. When you are sitting quietly and paying attention to your breath, that is when you are at your most powerful. That is when you are the most connected, the most aligned, and the most aware. Many individuals believe that if they are thinking during meditation, then they are not doing it right, and it somehow doesn't count. When people give up on meditation because they believe they're not good at it and therefore have no business doing it. But thinking during your meditation can also bring you great insights. You can become aware of what is important to you. You can determine your vibration by paying attention to your thoughts. And you can certainly become more aware of your emotions by first noticing your thoughts. So let go of any sense of perfectionism you have when it comes to meditation, and instead focus on the benefits. When you are in a state of meditation, you are rejuvenating yourself. You are accessing more of the source energy that you truly are, and you are in a state of receiving. When you meditate, you are not technically doing anything, but you are accomplishing so much. It is in your non-action that you allow everything that you have already done to take effect. You affect this universe more in your attention to your vibration than all of your actions, words, and thoughts put together. Give yourselves the gift of as many minutes of meditation as you can possibly grant yourselves in a day, because it will always be time well spent. You are masters, each and every one of you, and in a meditative state, if you allow yourselves, you can feel how masterful and powerful you are. You can feel yourself expanding, becoming, and accessing. It is a gift, and the more you receive the gift of meditation, the more you will receive from the universe. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you. Your evolution. Greetings, we are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. You will continue to evolve. Even after the shift is completed, you are not ever going to stop evolving and becoming, even when you return home to Source. There will be times when it seems as though you have to do a lot more work, and there will be other times when it seems that you are moving happily through your lives without much of anything to spur on your growth and evolution. No matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, and no matter how much you are experiencing right now, you're always in a growth cycle. The times when these experiences of growing and evolving hit you the hardest are the times you need the most support. They are the times that call for more support, and you have so much support that you don't need to ask for it. But you do need to accept the support that is being offered. You do need to let go of control so that you can let in all of the support and all the love and compassion that is coming your way from your guides, your angels, and other high-frequency beings of light and love. Your growth and evolution are inevitable. They will continue regardless of what you do or do not do. But how you go about facing the hardest parts of your journey will be in large part determined by how much help you're willing to accept, how much you're willing to open yourselves up to receiving. You are not giving up your power when you ask for help or when you receive it. You are demonstrating to yourselves how powerful you are in your ability to receive. You are demonstrating to yourselves that you are a collective. These guides and other beings, they are all other parts of you, and to draw upon the help and support that they offer is just a wise use of your own resources. Your evolution is a group effort. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you. Reassembling your fragmented aspects. Greetings. We are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. We are taking the approach to your ascension that we would like for you to take as well. We are enjoying the process of watching you grow, of watching you become the beautiful fifth-dimensional beings that you are destined to become. When you are taking a journey like this, it is your benefit to celebrate each of your accomplishments, each tiny step forward that you take, because this journey is a giant leap forward. The significance of the shift for humanity is that you are becoming a new version of yourself, and that version of yourself is a total and complete projection of source energy. You consist of many different aspects that have been fragmented off over your many lifetimes of existence. When those fragments come back together, you know yourself yet again as your higher self. You have known yourselves as your higher self before, and you will know yourself as your higher self again. Part of the process of reassembling these fragmented aspects does require you to experience some pain. There will be and there have been growing pains for each of you. What is necessary for you to bring yourselves to the higher self version is that you accept who you have been in all your previous lifetimes, and even in your past in this lifetime. When you encounter other individuals in your life who display traits and behavior that you despise, realize that you are face to face with one of these aspects of you, and as you release your judgment of that person, you show him or her compassion and unconditional love. You invite one of these fragmented aspects back into the whole. You reassemble all of your parts. If you realize that this is what you are doing all day, every day, then our hope for you is that you can enjoy this ride a little more. As you see all of this that you are experiencing as the reassembly of your higher self, you will have a much easier time embracing everything that this world can throw at you. Remember, however, that it is just you throwing pieces of you back at yourself. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you. The power of your personal lives. Greetings, we are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. There is no doubt that humanity is taking strides forward, and we are pleased to report to you that your personal lives and what you are living in your personal lives are the reason why humanity is taking strides forward. You have the ability to affect the entire timeline that you find yourself on. You, as an individual, are connected to all other individuals, and we mean that quite literally. There are cords connecting all of you, and if you want to experience what it is like to be at one with the entire universe, all you have to do is feel for that connection that you have to all other beings in it. So as you navigate through your personal lives and you affect the collective in a positive way, you help to raise the vibration of the entire timeline. But then you shift onto another timeline where you can affect all on that timeline. Beings on the new timeline are just other versions of the beings from the timeline you just came from and helped. This may be confusing or seem like science fiction, but actual scientists are exploring parallel universes, which is just another term that means the same thing. And these scientists are fascinated by parallel universes. They are considered by many in the scientific community to be a reality and not at all part of a fictional story. So you are an individual jumping timelines affecting all of the other individuals on that particular timeline. And all the timelines come together at a point and create an experience of a shift in consciousness for all. You're bringing together all possibilities, all potential realities in this shift in consciousness, because this is a universal shift, but it also involves the entire multiverse. You are changing the past on those timelines where it appears that humanity didn't make it. You are changing the past. Think about how significant that is for a moment, and know how powerful you are in the living of your personal lives, facing the challenges that you face head on. That is how you create a new universe for all. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you. Enlightenment. Greetings, we are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. We have enlightened you to a certain extent, but enlightenment will always be an inside job. It's not something that you learn, it's something that you experience. It's something that you bestow upon yourself when you feel that it is time for you to make a shift in the way that you are relating to yourself, to others, and to your world. Enlightenment is a rite of passage. In many ways, it is unique to the individual who experiences it. Enlightenment is that moment when all aspects of you are awakened to the truth of who you are. And in that moment, the light that is inside of you, the light that is at the heart of you, and is able to shine more brightly and be expressed through you and by you in your unique way. In many ways, it is a beginning. It is the beginning of your journey as a fully conscious and awake being who then seeks to know him or herself in the most authentic way. The most authentic way to know yourself is to experience yourself through your connections to others. When you see everyone else as a projection of you and an aspect of the totality of who you are, that's when you know you have reached that state of enlightenment. You see no separation, you see no need to judge anything, and you are completely present in the moment with your current experience. Now, as wonderful as all of that sounds, if it were the only valid experience for humanity, then you would just go right there. But it isn't. It is one experience, and it is not the purpose of your lives. The purpose of your lives is not to reach some enlightened state of being. The purpose of your lives is to move through everything that is along that path of enlightenment and to experience all of it. There is so much that you are experiencing that you might not consider to be positive or spiritual, but it is a part of your journey and it is a part of who you are. The more you embrace all that life has to offer, the quicker your path is to enlightenment. And once you reach that knowing, that experience, and that projection, you will be ready for your next journey. You can always go deeper. There is always more to explore, and nothing, no state of being will ever be the ultimate or the end of your experience and your journey. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you. Permission to be yourself. Greetings, we are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. You're about to experience the transmission that you have been waiting for. We are offering you this transmission as the permission that you have never been granted previously by any other person, by any other being that you have ever encountered. We are here now to give you permission to be yourselves. Your decision to be who you are in every moment is an act of self-love. Your decision to honor yourself and listen to your guidance, listen to your intuition, listen to what your body is telling you is the most important decision that you could ever make. We want you to forget about everything that you have ever been told and ever been taught and just listen to yourself in the moment. This decision to be yourself means that you must follow your feelings. Your feelings are guiding you back towards yourself, and you are here now on a mission to become more of yourself. And how can you do that if you don't allow yourself to be who you are in every moment? The experience of becoming more of who you are is meant to be a very natural evolution. It's not supposed to be hard. It's not supposed to be something that you work at. It's something that you allow to happen just as the flower allows itself to bloom. You are right where you're supposed to be, no matter where that is, and no matter what the circumstances of your life right now, you're being given an opportunity to be yourself, to honor yourself, and to be true to yourself now as a being of service. You might wonder how you reconcile those two things. And we would say that it is easier to be of service to others when you are of service to yourself. When you are of service to the human collective, you must include yourself as a part of that collective. You must be of service to the entire collective, including yourself. And no one knows better than you do what you need in any given moment. That is what you are. You give yourself permission to be who you are and let your ascension happen. Watch how much more of service to others you are when you give into the moment-by-moment guidance that you are getting from within. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you. Making yourselves whole. Greetings. We are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. You are bringing forth the entirety of your beingness. When you ascend, you're not leaving parts of yourself behind, because every part of you makes up the whole of you, and the whole of you is more of source energy, which is all that is than just pieces you like. Now you still get to activate the pieces that you like, but you are bringing all parts of you, including all past life, simultaneous life, and parallel life versions of yourself. It takes every bit of you to make the whole of you. And there is nothing wrong, nothing shameful, nothing broken or incomplete about any part of you throughout all of your history and all your lifetimes. Every experience that you've ever had is extremely valuable in helping you to decide what you are going to create as a powerful creator being in the fifth dimension. Therefore, you need to bring all aspects of you because they contain those memories, those experiences. You've created quite a tapestry throughout your many lifetimes, and every single moment has been a valuable part of this evolution of your consciousness. How can you choose with all the data available to you if you leave some of the data behind? Your lives as powerful creator beings will be making informed decisions. Your lives will be about having all of you, all of your parts, all of your beck and call, but choosing the aspect of you that you want to experience in the moment. This is how source energy operates, and this is how an awakened being, knowing that he or she is source energy, operates. The beauty and majesty of the totality of all your lifetimes and all of your experiences is a treasure to behold. The more you accept and embrace all parts of you, the sooner you become the whole you, and the sooner you ascend. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you. Giving in to temptation. Greetings. We are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. There is a reason why you feel tempted to do things that you know are not in service to your highest good. You have within you a certain amount of programming that gives you an opportunity to test your limits. You want to make the most of the lives that you have in front of you, but this is also a time of integrating all aspects of self, including those that are on the darker side of things. So your lives are filled with opportunities to explore that which is unwanted, that which does not serve you, and that which does not serve the others around you. And it is an opportunity for you to partake in something, feel the vibration of it, experience the effects, and then learn from the situation what you need to know. You all need to experience compassion for your fellow humans. And what better avenue is there to compassion than having experienced something yourself? You now know what serves you and what does not. And if you are placing yourself in a position where you are tempted to partake in something that does not serve you, it means that there is still something for you in that experience. Perhaps you need to forgive yourself for giving in to the temptation in the past. Perhaps you still need to understand what brings someone to the darker side of things so that you can have compassion for those individuals. And sometimes you just need to feel how something feels so that you are more determined than ever to partake in the opposite, to be on the side of the light and to partake in that which serves you and all others is the choice you are all making. But just because the other choices exist and just because you may have made those choices in the past doesn't mean you're flawed in any way. Giving in to that which does not serve you is an experience, and you need experiences to help you decide, to choose what is best for you and for everyone else. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you. Tapping into your 5D power. Greetings. We are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. You are awakening part of your consciousness that have been dormant for quite some time, and as you awaken those aspects of yourself, you are going to notice that you have access to more of your power. You are powerful, masterful beings who have been limiting yourselves on purpose in order to create third-dimensional experiences of reality. But now all of that is changing as you move from fourth-dimensional beings to becoming the fifth-dimensional higher self version of who you are. The power that you are unpacking is the power to shift in a moment's notice from one experience to another. You will need to go through the long and arduous process of feeling your emotions and then getting to that place where you can activate the vibration of what you really want. Instead, you will be able to shift immediately. Now, these aspects of you have done this in previous incarnations because, of course, you have been fifth dimensional before. You have sixth dimensional and seventh dimensional as well. You've experienced all of the dimensions prior to descending into the first, second, and third. And now that you have more access to who you have been, you are aligning with higher frequency energies that are all around you. Your solar system, your planet, and your sun in particular are all working to bring you into these higher frequencies. Now, on top of all that, you have the summoning of energy you have done in all of your previous lifetimes and in every moment you have lived in this lifetime. You also have helpers like us in the higher dimensional planes who are assisting. We are helping to bring this about for you because it is time. You have done enough in the third and fourth dimensions, and you are ready for a new experience of reality. You are ready to know yourselves as more powerful, masterful beings of light and love. The final steps to becoming who you really are involve embracing everything you have ever been. And so when you see someone out there in the world doing something abhorrent to you, just realize that they are an aspect of you as well. And when you can let go of that judgment that you hold and forgive others for their misdeeds, you can embrace your true power, the power that can only come from within you. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you. Living your truth. Greetings. We are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. You have experienced the questioning of your own truth, and you have experienced the accepting of your own truth. You now know the difference between what someone else's truth feels like and how your truth resonates with you. You've had enough experience of this in one lifetime to inform you for several more, in fact. There are more ideologies now than ever before on the planet, more perspectives, more points of view, and therefore more truths. What is important for you to recognize is that you will be continually offered new truths as you move forward with your ascension. You'll be asked to decide for yourself what your truth is and how you can live. It is not enough just to know your truth and to speak your truth. When you live your truth because it resonates, you are a powerful force. When you allow your others to live their truth, even if it differs from your own, then you become more powerful as a collective. You see, all of the different perspectives, all of the different ideologies are like puzzle pieces, and they fit together when you are in harmony. They present you with a beautiful picture of planet Earth, when each piece is allowed to be exactly what it is, and the truths that resonate with you now may not resonate with you in a year or two. Why would that be if they are truths, you might wonder? You will continue to evolve, and so will this reality. It will evolve with you, creating new rules, new laws, and new ways to experience it. So why would you want to cling to something that could only slow you down? We recommend that you accept that a truth resonates with you for the time being because you are playing a particular role. But as you continue on in your journey, you're going to want to play different roles. You're going to resonate with different truths as you continue to evolve and become more of the totality of who you are. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you. You are gathering information. Greetings. We are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. You're better than you have ever been at determining what is right for you. You've all been on information gathering expeditions, and this information is helping you to discover where you want to go, what you want to do, who you want to do it with, and much more. The information that you collect is not only valuable to you in your lives, but is also valuable to the collective, the universe, and source energy. The more life you live, the more information you gather. And the more information you gather, the stronger your desires. As your desires increase in strength and intensity, the summoning of energy from the higher realms also increases. You are creating new realities for you to explore and discover, and you do so by being open to everything that exists within this universe. The more you close yourself off to something, the more you close yourself off to everything, and the more closed off you are, the less information you gather, the less desire you feel, the less summoning you do. And when a person begins closing themselves off systematically in that way, they find themselves closer and closer to the death experience. Nothing opens you up to receive like the death experience. If you believe that the information that you are gathering is about what it is you need to deny or resist, then you're simply wrong. The information that you gather is about determining what works for you, what is right for you, and it helps the collective determine what is right for you, as you are all parts of the collective of humanity. So the trick for living a life that is filled with magical and wondrous experiences is to gather that information without resisting and while remaining open to all that the universe has to offer. We promise you there is so much more for you to discover and gather for yourselves, for the collective, for the universe, and for Source. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you. Share your gifts. Greetings. We are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. We have the pleasure of watching over you as you discover the gifts you have and the gifts that you share with the rest of humanity. It is so important that you share your gifts because when you do, you grant yourselves more access to those gifts. You allow more energy to flow through you when you give the energy that you access somewhere to go. Your gifts are blossoming now because the energies that you receive are holding such a high frequency, you couldn't possibly hold them back at this point. The experience of your gifts coming to you can be challenging at times because you don't know whether what you are seeing is the result of something going wrong with your physical body, or whether it's because you are accessing more of your clairvoyance. Sometimes the downloads and upgrades that you receive cause discomfort and even pain in your physical bodies. These are ascension symptoms, and the best thing you can do when you are needing to slow down and give your body a chance to rest and recuperate is to listen to what is going on in your physical body and give it the rest that it needs. Awakening these gifts means that you are accessing past life versions of yourself as well, and that can mean other experiences, some of which are pleasant and some of which are not so pleasant. So as you access your gifts of channeling or your psychic gifts, you may also access the trauma that you are experiencing when some authority figure, some members of a ruling class decide that he or she doesn't like you are seeing or what you are saying. You've all been traumatized one way or another as a result of having gifts that others do not. So at times you're going to have to deal with that as well. You're also going to have to deal with being different, from looking different, from sounding different. But the more of you who step up and share your gifts, the more of you there are, and the more of you there are, the less weird it seems when somebody comes along and starts speaking a light language, or when someone is seeing things or hearing things that no one else is. It's time to embrace those gifts and embrace the fact that those of you who are awakened are on the leading edge. You are on the track to ascend ahead of the rest of the collective, and it's time to stand tall and proud and share your gifts with the world. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you. Duality and polarity in this universe. Greetings. We are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. We have an understanding of this universe that gives us the ability to coexist within it with beings who are not of service to the greatest and highest good of all. We understand that the universe that we live in with you is about duality and polarity, and therefore we can accept that there will always be dark forces in this universe. Now, once we came to accept this truth about the universe, we were able to let go. We were able to let go of any need or desire to eliminate or even punish those dark forces. We know that there is so much more power in the light, and we also know that any being who wants to remain in the light must be focused on the light. In other words, the light must let go of any preoccupation with the dark in this universe in order to fully be the light. And so that has been our journey. We are here now to suggest that it be your journey as well. Part of your journey is becoming aware of the darkness. And we know that once you awaken, it becomes impossible to ignore that darkness. The next step is acceptance. And finally, you let go of your attachment. You let go of the attachment to a need to be right. Only a being who feels the need to be right would want to focus on what is wrong or what is lying in the shadows. We would much rather see you encouraging more people to come to the light in order to free themselves from the bondage of that preoccupation with the dark. You can do this in your own lives, and you can encourage others to do it by setting your example and by holding space for them. But ultimately, the darkness must always remain as a choice. Once you allow that choice to be, you can still choose the light. And we know that if you are listening to or reading this message, you are choosing the light. We are the Arcturian Council. We have enjoyed connecting with you. As you grow, Source grows. Greetings. We are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. We are placing much of our focus on what we know you are capable of. This is how we hold space for humanity. We hold a vision, and that vision is based upon the facts as we see them. We see your potential, but we also see what you have already accomplished, and we base our knowing on the truth that you are divine beings in physical bodies. And as you begin to access that truth within yourselves on a more regular basis, you will feel empowered with every step you take and with every moment you experience. There is a complexity to the creation of your reality that each of you is able to access and work through on a moment-to-moment basis. The truth of who you are allows you all access to what treasures the universe has for you. Remember that you create all of it because you want to experience all of it as all that is. You need to experience all of it in order to grow. In order to become more of all that is, you must first experience all that is, and then, when you release all of your resistance and all of your judgment of certain parts of all that is, you get to experience that expansion and that growth. But what you are also doing is experiencing it as yourselves. You see, your growth is a microcosmic experience of the macrocosmic growth of Source, or all that is. We know that your growth is inevitable. We know that you can also blind yourselves to the truth of that growth and expansion, but you will never blind us. We will always be here holding the vision of what you're becoming, what you're expanding into, and what you're creating. Our sincere desire is that you get to experience it more consciously so that you can know your hands in the creation process and feel empowered by it. That is also the truth of who you are and the truth that we always see. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you. These channelings teach us about the subtle aspects of the shift experience. In particular, they begin by talking about when we go into meditation that we judge ourselves because we are still thinking. I meet a lot of people like this, and they explain the process of meditation and our evolution, that our evolution is an ongoing process, and ultimately we're moving to become our higher self, and that we have been our higher self before, and we're reassembling our fragmented aspects. And that includes our past lives, our parallel lives, and all of this comes together when we become the higher self. They discuss enlightenment as a rite of passage, and it is quite simple. It is simply seeing those around you as a projection of yourself, that everybody is you pushed out. Everyone is you pushed out is a powerful idea, and they're saying that that is the key to enlightenment. And it feels like an activation. It gives you permission to be yourself, to be who you truly are, to make yourself whole, to give in to the temptations that drive you, and to forgive yourself, to really live your life and not feel guilty about it. And when you do that, you tap into your 5D power. All these aspects from all your incarnations, your solar systems, your planet are accessed. These higher frequencies can be accessed. And when we do, amazing things can happen. As we become the light, we can change the world. All of this is contained in these passages. You are gathering information and sharing your gifts. And in this process, we're learning about the duality and polarity in this universe. And as we grow, we make the universe grow. We make Source grow. And that's why we're here, to make all that is more of all that is. You can find all episodes of The Reality Revolution at therealityrevolution.com, and welcome to The Reality Revolution.